The Rafale VRBA kit by Uwell is available as an optional purchase for your Rafale sub-ohm tank. In this video, we'll be showing you how to use it to build vertical coils. Nearly everything you'll need is included in the VRBA kit, including the VRBA coil head, the coil building tool, a pad of organic cotton, spare parts, and an Allen key. Additionally, you will need some wire snips, a pair of sturdy but thin tweezers, and the wire you will use to make your coil. Some smaller fine-tip pliers are also handy, but completely optional. The VRBA coil head comes pre-built from Uwell, so you will need to remove this before installing your own. Using your tweezers, remove the circlip that secures the negative lead in place. Using the included Allen key, remove the grub screw on the side of the center pin. The entire coil and wick assembly can now be removed through the top of the coil head using a pair of tweezers. Now cut a length of wire approximately 6 to 8 inches or longer. You may use less wire depending on your planned coil, but you may need a pair of pliers to assist in the wrapping of the coil. Now grab the coil building tool and take out one of the spare grub screws from the spare parts packaging. Insert roughly an inch of your wire into the small hole in the flange of the coil building tool and use the Allen key to secure the wire in place with the grub screw. Now simply take the other end of the wire and gradually wrap it around the building area. Regardless of how many wraps you use, you will need to ensure that your coil covers the entire building area as specified on the tool. Be sure to adjust any spacing issues before proceeding. At this point, do not follow the step described in the instruction manual, instead leave the wire as is. Now just bend the wire at the last wrap vertically about 2 to 3 millimeters from the shaft. The reasoning behind this will make more sense later during the final assembly. Now loosen the grub screw to release the wire and carefully remove the coil from the building tool, making sure not to snag any of the wraps as you go. Take the cotton pad and either cut a 1 cm wide strip or use your coil to eyeball the width of the strip, making sure it's as even as possible along the entire length of the cut. Now take the cotton strip and wrap it as tightly as possible around the coil twice, stopping just before the point at which you started. Using your tweezers, secure the cotton in place, making sure to grab the coil from the top with the positive lead facing away from the tweezers and keeping the tip of your tweezers close to the base of the coil. Now just cut off the excess cotton. Still holding the now wrapped coil with your tweezers, carefully insert the entire coil into the VRBA head, making sure to thread the positive lead into the small hole in the base of the center pin. If you find that the cotton is binding as you insert it, you may need to wrap the cotton tighter around the coil or remove a few layers of the cotton strip and rewrap it around the coil. Once the entire coil is inserted, take the Allen key and tighten down the grub screw to secure the positive lead. Now take the circlip and secure the negative lead of the coil. Be sure that the circlip is seated completely to avoid it accidentally popping out. Snip off any excess wire and you should be done. Just prime the coil before installing it and enjoy your new custom built vertical coil in your Uwell Rafale. We hope you found this build guide helpful. Be sure to check us out at VapeHappy.com and shop our wide assortment of vaping products and accessories. Thanks again for watching and we'll see you next time.